Harry's wife. $59,000 wellness spend. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. As you know, I utilize a variety of sources for teaching you about narcissism. Videos, opinion pieces, broadcast news, articles, PR puff pieces, commentaries, and so on and so forth. And I always leave it up to you to determine the veracity of the material, and I provide you with the appropriate analysis. Whether it's the politics or the geopolitics that are being advanced, I leave it for you to determine whether you accept them or not. I simply provide you with the analysis vis-a-vis the relevance to narcissism. Here, you have another determination to make. As you know, ordinarily, Hello is a cheerleader for Harry's wife, one of the supine publications that engages in the PR puff pieces when that wheel of spinnery is given a shunt to determine whose turn is it now to put out a PR puff piece. Is it People.com? Is it Tatler? Is it Harper's Bazaar? Is it the Daily Mirror? Or is it Hello? One wonders, however, if Harry's wife hasn't been paying her bills, because this article could be viewed as Hello being critical of Harry's wife, or perhaps they're just as dim as she is, and they're basically lauding the fact that she spends such a large amount on her wellness routine. What is it that they've had to write? Well, this time around, Melanie McLeod, trapped in some kind of bunker underneath the offices somewhere in London, has been cajoled by two rubber mask-wearing pseudo-celebrities into providing 750 words or so in relation to Harry's wife. And she kicks off with this headline: Harry's wife's lavish wellness routine costs more than the average UK annual salary. The Duchess of Sussex's lifestyle doesn't come cheap, with everything from her fitness memberships to routine facials totalling over £45,000 $59,000 per year. Now, is this Hello having finally had enough and said, this is an outrage? I haven't been able to heat my house this winter, and I have just been eating the cheap bread that Greggs give away at the beginning of the morning, all of the misshapes. Whereas this Harridan spends more than what I earn on wellness. Or is it the case that Hello, tasked with ensuring that everybody knows that she engages in such an extreme wellness routine that might even put Patrick Bateman to shame, that they also are just as bad as her of saying, look at this, she spends all of this, which is more than the average UK annual salary. Isn't she great for doing so? This might be a snide attack upon Harry's wife because she's not been paying the bills, or that Miss McLeod has finally thought to herself, fuck this shit, Sky High, I'm not putting up with reporting on how great she is spending these atrocious amounts of money when people can't pay their fuel bills and are eating out of dumpsters. Or do you think that they're simply revelling in her extreme expenditure? Either way, what this does demonstrate as a consequence is the inability of Harry's wife, of course, to exhibit any emotional empathy. Why? Because she doesn't have any. The fact that she spends such a large amount of money on wellness and rubs people's faces in it demonstrates that she has no relatability to the people that she claims to represent. Now, at the end of the day, if she's earned a lot of money, she's welcome to spend it as she wishes. It's her money. Although, of course, many of you will say, well, these are ill-gotten gains. And, furthermore, this point arises. It may well be her money, but she does not need to rub people's faces in it. But of course she does. Why? Because she operates with her sense of entitlement, her lack of accountability, the necessity of triangulating people with this wellness routine and her level of wealth. The fact that she has no emotional empathy, she doesn't think to herself, this looks rather crass, doesn't it? Once again, she fails to read the room. But let's learn more about this level of crassness. Harry's wife has always been open about the fact she invests heavily in her wellness routine, often referencing the impact her California upbringing has had on her approach to life that she now shares with her husband, Prince Harry. On her now defunct blog, The Tig, Bringing Up the Past, Harry's wife reportedly wrote, "I was born and raised in Los Angeles, a California girl who lives by the ethos that most things can be cured with either yoga, the beach, or a few avocados. What about telling a few porcupines as well?" She referred to the Cali way of life more recently on her Archetypes podcast, saying, "I've done a lot of internal work. I'm from California. It's in the water." Word salad, bringing up the past. With that in mind, it's no surprise the Duchess of Sussex likes to spend a lot on her wellness routine. We totted up an approximate of how much the mother of two spends on wellness per year, and it's more than the average UK salary of £33,280. 1. Megaformer Pilates. Is this something to do with Transformers? Optimus Prime comes along. Megaformer Pilates. Go, go. Harry's wife has long been a fan of Megaformer Pilates, a high-intensity, low-impact workout that she has credited as the best thing you could do for your body. She continued, "Your body changes immediately. Give it 2 classes and you will see a difference." Well, surely if it changes immediately, 1 class would do it. Dimwit. In an interview with Women's Health, she revealed she previously took several classes at her friend Heather Durac's studio in California, Pilates Platinum. She reportedly has a Megaformer machine of her own at home. When she was London-based, Harry's wife loved the Hardcore class by London-based fitness studio Hardcore, which costs £30 per session or a monthly pass that adds up to £2,340 per year. Get that merching in there with a bit of an advertisement. We suspect she still sneaks in a class when she's on UK soil, but it's obviously not a regular fixture in her routine anymore. Harry's wife, who also loves yoga, but given that she had a yoga studio built into Frogmore Cottage, taxpayers' expense, we imagine she's done that at the same at her Monty Shit Show home with Prince Harry. Megaformer Pilates, $1,020 for 12 private sessions per month at Heather's studio, or $22,900 for a private machine. Number 2, health supplements. Harry's wife has a well-stocked supplements cabinet, I bet she does. And while she's never shared her preferred brand of supplement, she told the Chalkboard in 2015, bringing up the past, that she takes magnesium, £11.95 for 90 tablets, B12 drops, £18.99 for 60 servings, and ashwagandha, £9.98 for 30 capsules. Triangulation. Price, £190 per year for ashwagandha, £47.80 for magnesium, £37.98 for B12 total, £204.78. Number 3, Vitamix. In an interview with Today, Harry's wife shared that she punts for a daily green juice. Is that not her internal essence leaking out of her? Instead of caffeine for an afternoon boost, which she makes using a Vitamix blender. It's easy to fall into the trap of rushing for a coffee when you hit that 4 p.m. slump. I blend some apple, kale, spinach, lemon and ginger, there we are, poor old Prince Harry, in my Vitamix in the morning, and I always find that sipping on that is a much better boost than a cup of espresso, she explained. Price, $570. Number 4, sweat sessions. Harry's wife told the Chalkboard that she likes to sit in an infrared sauna and sweat out all the toxins. In London, she reportedly loved Glowbar's infrared sauna, which cost £45 for a 45-minute session. A weekly session would set back Harry's wife £2,340 over the course of a year. Number 5, probiotics. Harry's wife does a lot of travelling, yes, by private jet, and, according to a former blog post, she beats the bloat by taking a high-strain probiotic by Dr. O'Hero's Probiotics. I have to say, it looks like a supplement for growing plants, but anyway, Baby Bio. And following it up with water, like you're dying of thirst. She added that the probiotic and water combo will keep your gut health in check and stave off, open bracket, private, close bracket, jet lag. Price, £311 for the year. Number 6, acupuncture. Harry's wife has been vocal about her love of acupuncture and reportedly had regular sessions prior to the birth of her son with Prince Harry, Archie Harrison, Mountbatten, Windsor. It's reported that she used celebrity acupuncturist Ross Barr to carry out the treatment. Bit of a plug for him. I've been a long-time believer in acupuncture. I used to have debilitating migraines, hospitalised for them. Wonder if that's true or whether it's a pity play. And acupuncture and Eastern medicine absolutely changed my life. Migraine-free living is a game changer. No fucking shit. I thought the fact that lying around for 3 days, feeling sick and unable to move, is something that really is liberating. She also told the site she likes cupping therapy. I would imagine that's the case of getting hold of the old pink pods, which apparently is also loved by Gwyneth Paltrow. Cost for the acupuncture, £6,242 a year. Journaling. One of the more modest practices in Harry's wife's wellness regime, the former actress said on the Teenage Therapy podcast, bringing up the past, that she loves journaling. It allows me to reflect on where I've come from, she said, or rather, to write about herself, her favourite subject. And with that comes a lot of perspective, or at least her narcissistic perspective. I think most of us can all connect with the idea that sometimes when you're going through something, it feels like the biggest thing in the world. I suppose, yes, if you're constipated and need a really big shit, that can feel like the biggest thing in the world. I think when you look back at it in a year, and yeah, it was still big. I don't tend to reminisce about the dumps that I've had, I have to admit, but maybe she's different. It wasn't that big comparatively. And it's not to diminish what it was. It's just suddenly when you think you have some perspective that is only visible when you have people to check you with that, I think that's really valuable so that everything doesn't become insurmountable. So there's always a way to overcome something. Thanks for that word salad. A 6-month journal works out at £45.90 a year. Therapy. Harry's wife has been open about using therapy. It's not done her any good. To support her mental health. It's not known which therapist she sees. I dare say the therapist wouldn't want that to be acknowledged because they've probably gone into therapy themselves. Or how much it costs. But according to Thervo, the average hourly session can cost $250. Whilst it's recommended that clients see a therapist weekly. You can talk to me for $150 an hour and learn far more about yourself and narcissism. Many people have said to me that if they'd have accessed me rather than a therapist, they'd have saved themselves a fucking fortune. But according to this, it would have cost $13,000 a year. Number 9, LED light therapy. Harry's wife reportedly loves LED facials. I understand she prefers other facials, actually. And while they have many skin benefits, the health benefits are impressive too, helping to ease seasonal affective disorder and support the immune system. Current Body's LED mask is favoured by many celebrities, including actresses Kristen Davis, Carey Mulligan, while Victoria Beckham and Kourtney Kardashian love the Light Salon LED mask. Total wellness spend, £45,177, $58,953.24. So, how do you feel about that then, valuable viewers, knowing that Harry's wife spunks an inordinate amount of money, as per hello, whilst you're there wondering how on earth you're going to get through January? Shows once again her absence of emotional empathy, her grandiosity, and of course the delusion through which she operates. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.